Welcome to Eye on the Tigers News. I'm Amber Mashuk. Thanks for joining us today for the news we've been watching for you. Palestinians observed a strike Tuesday to mourn dozens killed by Israeli troops in a mass protest on the Gaza border, the single deadliest day there since a 2014 war, and part of a high-stakes campaign by Gaza's Hamas ruler to break a decade-long border blockade. In Monday's protest, Israeli forces killed 58 Palestinians, most by gunfire, and injured more than 2,700, Gaza health officials said. In jarring contrast, the U.S. held a festive inauguration ceremony for a new U.S. embassy in contested Jerusalem just a few miles away. The juxtaposition of bloodshed on the Gaza border and festivities attended by a high-powered Trump administration delegation captured on split screens in TV broadcasts around the world, briefly drew attention to the plight of Gaza and its 2 million people. The White House said Monday that Melania Trump was hospitalized after undergoing a procedure to treat a benign kidney condition. The First Lady's spokeswoman, Stephanie Grissom, said the procedure was successful and that there were no complications. Grissom said Mrs. Trump is at Walter Reed National Military Medical Center just outside Washington and will likely remain there for the rest of the week. The White House did not offer any additional details on Mrs. Trump's condition. President Donald Trump on Monday defended his efforts to help a Chinese telecommunications company that violated U.S. sanctions get back into business fast, despite criticism from Democrats and Republicans that the company poses a national security risk. The surprising overture to China marked a dramatic departure from Trump's rhetoric toward China during the campaign, when he said he would no longer allow China to rape our country and steal U.S. jobs. The U.S. Commerce Department last month blocked ZTE Corp., a major supplier of telecom networks and smartphones based in southern China, from importing American components for 7 years. The U.S. accused ZTE of misleading American regulators over sanctions against North Korea and Iran. A U.S. Supreme Court ruling Monday cleared the way for all states to join Nevada, Delaware, Montana, and Oregon in allowing sports betting. The ruling came in a lawsuit brought by the state of New Jersey and overturned a law that prohibited sports wagers in the other 46 states. Many states, including New York, are now on the clock to decide where, when, and how sports books will operate. Officials in Albany have an unofficial deadline of June 20th, by the end of the current legislative session, if they want to ensure sports betting comes by the start of the football season this fall. U.S. Senator Charles Schumer stopped by Fayetteville-Manlius High School on Monday to urge the U.S. Food and Drug Administration to crack down on companies marketing e-cigarettes to teens and children. He zeroed in on one particular brand, Juul, which is a sleek vaporizer that can be bought online and looks like a USB drive. Consumers can buy flavors of the nicotine-infused liquid that is vaporized that tastes like candy, Sour Patch Kids, and bubblegum. Schumer is asking the FDA to crack down on e-cigarette marketing, the same way it does with regular cigarettes. North Korea is moving ahead with plans to close its nuclear test site next week, South Korea's military said Tuesday, an assessment backed by U.S. researchers who say satellite images show the North has begun dismantling facilities at the site. The site's closure would set up next month's historic summit between North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and President Donald Trump, which is shaping up to be a crucial moment in the global diplomatic push to resolve the nuclear standoff with the North. Still, analysts say the closure wouldn't represent a material step toward full denuclearization. A spokeswoman for South Korea's Joint Chief of Staff said the South's military has seen signs that the North is conducting preparatory work so that it can carry out its plans to shut down its northeastern testing ground. He did not specify what the military has seen. We've got some rainy weather on tap for a good part of the day. When will we see some improvement? Here's Maya with the forecast.
A A new system entered the area overnight, dropping our temperatures and bringing it with some rainy weather. Some violent weather is expected well south of us, but we will escape any severe storms. As the day progresses, we'll see some gradual improvement, setting up a nice day for Wednesday. High temperatures return to normal for Wednesday with some breaks of sun. We can expect much the same for Thursday with highs again in the low 70s. Right now, it looks like the next wet weather comes in for the beginning of the weekend. That's a look at the forecast. I'm Maya. Have a great day.
Kevin Durant led the Warriors to a Game 1 win last night. Here's Mr. Charbonnet with sports.
Kevin Durant continues to deliver in the postseason for the Golden State Warriors. He scored 37 points on Monday night to lead the Warriors to a 119-106 win in the long-awaited showdown with the Houston Rockets in Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. But if it were up to him, he would have done even more. Durant wasn't happy with Coach Steve Kerr when he took him out in the late third quarter and loudly asked his coach why was he putting him on the bench. Durant, who played just more than 40 minutes, was asked if he'd preferred to play the entire 48 minutes. Well, Mexico baseball got back in the win column yesterday with an 11-4 road victory against Casanova. Brandon Dutcher and Josh Riley pitched well. Dutcher also had 2 hits, along with 2 by teammate Connor Marks. The boys tennis team, well, they kept its hot season going with a 4-1 victory over Chittenango yesterday. The team is now 9-2 this season. The unified basketball team had a great game against Fulton last night. It was a tight game that came down to the wire, with the Red Raiders just besting the Tigers 36-30. Outstanding efforts by Big Papa Charlie Roberts, who had 6 points. Robbie Bradshaw led the team with 13. Well, falling behind 10-4 at halftime, the Lady Tigers lacrosse team could not muster a comeback on its way to a 19-9 loss to Homer last night. Isabella Brownell and Ava Ouderkirk each had 3 goals to lead Mexico. The softball team, well, they dropped a tough one yesterday to Casanova 7-0. Both the Mexico boys and girls track teams, they dropped tri-meets at Homer last night. And that's a quick look at sports. I'm Michael. Have a great day.
Attention juniors, don't forget to pre-order your prom photos to have a professional keepsake memory forever. Please turn in your order sheet to Senora Bush in room 112 by Friday, May 18th, and sign up for a time slot. Are you interested in taking driver's education this summer? If you are 16 by July 2nd and interested, please stop by Student Services to pick up your packet. Tea Club is sponsoring a donation drive in support of the SPCA. Dog and cat food, along with other items, can be placed in bins in each of the district's 5 schools. Senior Dinner Dance tickets are now on sale. The price is $50, and you can get your tickets from Mr. McKenna or Mr. McGiff. Senior Dinner Dance is June 8th from 7 to 11 at the American Foundry. That's all for us today. I'm Amber. For the staff of Eye of the Tigers News, have a great day.